Welcome to this Wood Solutions campus presentation on sawn structural timber. This presentation looks at the products that are available, their major applications, and the grades and controlling standards that influence their use. Sawn structural timber is the most common and widely available timber product. Over 5 million cubic metres of sawn timber is used in Australia every year, and the material is regularly used in the load-bearing elements of buildings, bridges and similar structures. Sawn structural timber is highly versatile due to its structural capacity, its workability and its economy. It is mainly sourced from plantation softwoods, but also from native forests and plantation hardwoods. Most structural timber is sold seasoned, though some may be sold unseasoned.
This is a solid timber product. We're looking at 190 by 45 and this shows you the characteristics of a piece of timber that has been freshly sawn from the log. This is Douglas fir.
Sawn structural timber can be treated to improve its durability. This can be a surface treatment to protect the wood against termites and other insects, or full pressure treatment to protect the material when it is exposed outside or in the ground. There are numerous applications for sawn structural timber. They include the floors, wall frames and roof structures of buildings of all sizes, from houses to multi-storey apartments, the frames, decking and screens and external decks, pergolas and walkways, and landscaping structures such as fencing and retaining walls. As structural sawn timber is used so widely, it is available in a variety of sizes in both seasoned and unseasoned material. The size for seasoned structural timber is generally given as a machined size. The size of the timber is generally the same as the size ordered, so a 35mm thick piece ordered will be a 35mm piece thick delivered. The size of unseasoned material is generally given as a nominal rough sawn size. Nominal size material may be marginally bigger than the stated size, as the board will inevitably shrink as it dries out in service. So a 50mm thick piece ordered may be thicker when delivered. Let's now look at the sizes generally available to the market in softwood and hardwood in both seasoned and unseasoned material. We can't cover all sizes here, and larger sizes are available, especially for unseasoned material. Structural softwood sizes are generally standardised across Australian producers. The vast majority of the material is sold seasoned, with standard thicknesses of 35 and 45mm. Widths generally range from 70 to 290mm. Unseasoned structural softwood is available especially as treated material. Unseasoned, untreated material is not common in the market. It is available in standard thicknesses of 38 and 50mm. Widths generally range from 75 to 200 and 250mm. Material with thicknesses of 75, 100, 125, 150 and 200mm is also available. Structural hardwood sizes are generally standardised to the major softwood sizes, but there is variation between species and regions around Australia. The majority of the material is sold seasoned, and standard thicknesses are 35 and 45mm. Seasoned material thicker than nominally 50mm is rare due to the time it takes to season it. Widths range from 70 to 290mm, with size availability dependent upon the species and the supplier. Wide pieces are becoming increasingly rare to secure. Unseasoned material is available in standard thicknesses of 38 and 50mm. Widths generally range from 50 to 200mm. Thicker material is also available, but this is often only available by order. Since all structural applications in building are regulated, all structural timber has to be graded to the relevant grading standard. When they are graded, they receive a stress grade. This summarises the piece's performance against a wide range of structural criteria in a single grade number. There are two major groups of stress grades, F grades and MGP grades. With each of them, the higher the number in the grade, the stronger the material. So MGP 15 is stronger than MGP 10. F grades apply to both seasoned and unseasoned hardwood and softwood. The material is generally visually graded. Common stress grade terms include F5, F17, F27 and F34. The key standards covering F-graded material are AS 2878, Timber Classification into Strength Groups, AS 2858, Timber Softwood Visually Graded for Structural Purposes, and AS 2082, Hardwood Visually Stress Graded for Structural Purposes. MGP grades apply mainly to seasoned softwood, as the letters MGP are shorthand for machine graded pine. MGP is the predominant grading system used for all pine framing and is only used for seasoned material. Unseasoned or treated pine uses the F grade system. Common grade terms include MGP 10, MGP 12 and MGP 15. In summary to this presentation, sawn structural timber is the most common and widely available timber product. Because of its structural capacity, workability and economy, sawn structural timber is regularly used in the load-bearing elements of bridges, buildings and similar structures. It may also be treated to improve its durability. Board sizes for seasoned, hardwood and softwood are largely standardised. All structural timber has to be graded to the relevant standard, and the major stress grade systems under these standards are F grades and MGP grades.